Hi, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm instructor Dwayne Jenkins. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about some things to look for when buying an amplifier. Let's take a look.
Audio Jungle.
Alright, now one of the most important things in your overall tone is going to be your amplifier. The amplifier is the backdrop of your sound. You pluck the strings, they vibrate through the guitar, goes through the cable, through the effects if you're using any, and out through the amplifier, okay? And it comes out to the speaker, and that's the sound that you hear as your guitar. As a guitar player, that's your end result, sound that you hear. Now, depending on what kind of music you prefer, what amp you get is crucial, okay? If you like to play blues like Stevie Ray Vaughn, I'd recommend a Fender, something like that that's nice and clean. If you like the sound of Metallica, go with a Marshall. If you like amps with all kinds of knobs and effects built in, I'd go with a Box or Roland or a Line 6, something like that, those modeling types of amps. All models mentioned above are great in their own way. It's like a car versus a truck, which one is better? Well, it depends on what you're using it for. Now, me personally, I like to play through Marshall. Why? Because just about all the players that I like play through Marshall. Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, Slash, Kiss, Iron Maiden, Metallica, Van Halen, AC/DC, Zakk Wylde, Joe Satriani, and just about all these people that I like, they play through Marshall. At least played through Marshall at one time. Some of them are playing through their own amp now, but for the most part, they all pretty much play through Marshall. So that's the kind of sound that I like. Plus, that gives you that nice classic rock sound. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to do. You want to take into consideration, what kind of sound are you looking for? Because they're all a little bit different. They all produce a little bit different type of sound. So you want to make sure to think about the type of sound that you want to produce. Okay. And there's all kinds of great amplifiers. Mesa Boogie, Orange, Peavey. They're all great amps. You just got to they're just a little different, and you got to figure out which one you like. Now, me personally, I like simplicity. If you look at this amp right here, this is just a little practice amp, but it's very simple, okay? You have basically two channels. There's your clean channel. You hit the button, you've got your gain channel. This is your gain that gives you your distortion. This is your tone, and, this is your volume, and this is your tone, your contour. Now, this is a very simple amp, but some amps are going to have more bells and whistles. It's not a big deal. Okay, well, let's say we look at this clean amp here. Okay, clean, and we won't turn it up real loud or anything, but you can kind of hear. This contour button, if on bigger amps, you're going to have like a 3-band equalizer. But as you can see, when we have it all the way to the left, it sounds like that. And as we start to roll it to the right, clockwise, it starts to get brighter. So if it's all the way here, it's going to be your brightest tone. If it's all the way here, it's going to be your bassier tone. Okay? I like to kind of have it in the middle. And that works with both channels. Okay? So if you're playing some kind of clean, that sound. Now, if let's say you want to play something a little bit heavier, harder, you can put on the overdrive. Usually all amps are they're all similar. Probably a little button like this one here. So you can see it's turned red, so that tells you it's in the overdrive. I got the gain about halfway, and this determines how much gain you have as well. So if you want kind of an older overdrive sound, kind of like those older amps that didn't have a lot of overdrive, Oh, that's not even correct. Sorry about that. Okay. Or if you want to play something a little bit heavier, you can add more gain in there. As you can see, as I turn the knob up all the way, you get even more gain. can see that gives a different tone. You know, once again, you could have put it down here. It's going to give you a bassier tone here. It's going to give you a brighter tone. So even with something real simple like this with only 4 knobs, there's a lot you can do with it if you're just creative, okay? So that's what I would recommend you do. You're looking to find an amp that you like, what kind of players you like, what kind of amplifier they use, and kind of go in that direction. Kind of look at the effects that they use. If they use effects, do they plug just straight into the amp? You know, it doesn't really matter. This is a great little amp, and I'll leave a link below that you can take a look at. Take a look at this nice little practice amp if you're just getting started. Doesn't cost too much. I'll leave you a link where you can find one of those below the video, and we'll take a look at another amp. Okay, so now we have, this is more of a modeling amp, what I mentioned to you before. Try to bring this in a little bit closer, kind of see it might bring up the video a little bit. So anyways, you can see it's got a lot of different amp models here. Changes everything. You've got different effects you can use. You can do that. It's a little phaser. Rotary speakers, some reverb. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do with this thing. Pre-gain. So these are one of those kind of amps that you can get as well, okay? It just kind of depends on what you like. If you like the bells and whistles, you know, like a lot of stuff you can mess around with, I would recommend getting something like this. If you like something real simple like the Marshall that I was mentioning, I'd recommend getting something like that. It's just all personal preference. And like I said, I'll leave a link below that you can check this out. This is the Peavey Viper. This is a great modeling amp. Has all kinds of really nice sounds to it that you can check out and play. Okay? Alright, so just want to close up this video real quick with a conclusion. When you're going to get an amp, just make sure you do some research, okay? Check out a few different ones to kind of really, like I said, think about what it is, your style of playing, what your tone you like, you know. Check out some reviews. I'm going to see about reviewing some stuff in the future, some review videos to kind of give you a little bit more insight to some different some different amps and stuff. And be sure to watch for that. Be sure to follow me on Facebook if you're on there, or Twitter, any of those kind of things. And if you have any questions about amps or guitars or anything, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I'll answer your questions. Or if you have anything that I missed or something like that, and be sure to like the video. That really helps me out a lot. And subscribe to the channel so that way you know what's going on, coming views, and Dwayne's Guitar Lessons. So thank you once again for watching. And until our next lesson, you, my friend, take care.